This is the place where real dialogue matters.
Make some noise for that sound, man.
It is time to take flight with Audio Airstrike.
That's the sound of me lifting off.
Now, here's your host, Everett Hall-McNeill.
Ladies and gentlemen, what up, what up? This is Audio Airstrike, episode 102. I'm your host, Everett Hall-McNeill. Now, I have some special guests with us. Now, they've been on the show countless of times. I've gotten the jokes off with them, and also we've had no problem being as blunt as we need to be at times. Ladies and gentlemen, to my right, which is probably y'all left, Thomas Stoner.
What's happening?
And to my left, which is probably y'all's right, Kory Smith.
Yo.
So, real quick, I just wanted to kind of get down to the first topic. Tim Tebow had some concerns about a recent situation in California where California has made the move to pay players certain amounts of money while they're in college, while they're playing sports.
Right.
Now, Tim Tebow has come under fire because now he basically says that they should be playing it for the love of the game and not for money. And it becomes more about me than the actual team.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So these are my thoughts, right?
Lord have mercy.
So, and I don't have no disrespect against Tim Tebow, but I feel like he's wrong in this regard.
He's very wrong. 1,000 times wrong.
And I definitely could understand why. Tim Tebow, here's my problem with Tim Tebow. He does not understand that everybody that comes out of college does not get into the league.
Of course.
So
right.
if they have an opportunity to make the amount of money that they need to make while they're in college, because you got to think, man, you're using my likeness in video games. You're using my jersey. People are coming to these games because of me, because of the type of player that I am, because of the team.
And I can't make a dime off it.
True. And then you got to factor in, okay, when I'm out here doing these games, like that's my blood, sweat, and tears I'm putting out there. I'm putting that out there just as much as a pro athlete in the NFL or the NBA. If you really think about it, I'm not saying it's the same skill level, obviously, but they do need to be paid a compensation, because you can play that for the love of the game all you want to, but if you get injured, there ain't no money coming in to take care of that unless you got rich parents.
True that. You right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you are fortunate enough, and I think Tim Tebow, and I'm not trying to say white privilege, but it's one of those.
Why don't you just say it?
It's one of those situations.
Just say it.
It's one of those situations where he comes from a very, very
well-off family,
Christian background.
Wow.
He
threw the Christian in there. Come on,
well, it's obvious. He comes from a very structured background. Not every athlete comes from that background.
True. That's true.
So
right.
They need the funds. You can't sit over there and say, "Well, I feel like it's wrong that every player should be getting paid because of this." I understand from his perspective. I get it. I just feel like it's misplaced from what he was saying. What are you guys' thoughts?
Well, I think he's wrong, because we live in a very capitalist society, and as you said, you're using my likeness. All of this is happening because of me, us, the players. So therefore, what is wrong with me reaping some benefits from this? And then not every college student is well off. A lot of college students are broke. Most college students are broke.
I know I am.
I mean, and as he said, most college athletes don't play pro ball.
Right.
So I mean, so you're saying that it's cool that these colleges, these institutions, they're getting paid off of my blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm not allowed to reap anything from it? Like Tim Tebow, you're coming from the perspective of someone that's not broke.
Right.
Like, of course, money doesn't mean anything to someone who has it.
That's true.
Like, money doesn't mean anything to someone that has multiple forms of income. You come from a very well-off family. I'm not saying, listen, I don't know your struggle, so I'm sure that you probably had some hardships in life. Finances was not one of them. Okay? We talking about money. So if it's okay for everybody else, so it's okay for everybody else to get paid. And okay, and that love of a game bullshit, let's cut it out, okay? Because at the end of a day, we're talking about professional sports, okay? College ball is one of the most bet on games out there. People, a lot of people make money on college sports, okay? So the whole love of the game shit, we have to cut that out. Because most college athletes, they're playing for the opportunity to possibly go pro. That's the point of it. Now, you may have some, few and far between, that no, I ain't going to the pros. I'm just trying to play my 4 years, have fun. Yeah, we ain't talking about y'all. We talking about those that have those that like. So you're telling me that it's okay for these institutions to make billions off me, but yet if I take $5 from whoever, I'm in trouble? Kiss my ass. Okay? Like no. Okay? So yeah, like I Tim, I'm sorry, bro. But you're wrong. That love of the game stuff. Okay, as I said, you love the game. That's cool.
But you do it for the money too.
You wouldn't be playing the game if you wasn't getting paid.
True.
Stop it. Now, yeah, you played in high school. You didn't get paid. You played in college. You didn't get paid. Times is different, bruh. There's a lot of things that people used to do and did not get paid. Guess what? They getting paid now. Just because things used to be this way or still are this way doesn't mean they should be this way. So, and that whole love of the no. Hey, all of us love our jobs. We wouldn't be doing them if we wasn't getting paid.
Who? Oh, all of us.
Okay,
love
wait.
us.
Okay.
All right,
Okay. I'm sorry, smartass.
Yeah,
You have a lot of people that love their jobs. They wouldn't be doing their jobs if they wasn't getting paid. We gotta cut that out.
What's your thoughts, Thomas?
Pretty much the same as him. It sounds like white privilege to me.
Oh, you said that. Know what I'm saying? Like,
I was just playing.
I'm just
but
calling
you know
that.
But am I correct though?
I mean, like, I'm like,
That's
okay.
what you said.
Hey,
He comes from a privileged background.
Yeah.
I mean,
He comes from a certain class. I'm privileged to a point. I come from a certain suburban area. I didn't grow up in the hood.
Yeah, that's true. But you're still black.
I understand. So here's the thing, right? In terms of background.
All right. I mean, I feel you on that as far as
Yeah.
like, because kids in the suburbs, definitely have more opportunities in those.
If my zip code says this, and it could be somebody who's poor white trash, and their zip code is like, don't come here. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think they're going to be more privy to, I guess, be comfortable around? Because they don't expect certain stuff to pop off. And this is, I'm not rewarding how judgmental people can get.
Right.
But I'm saying that does cross people's mind.
Right.
Because even me, there are times I'm like, look, I don't want that street element around me. Don't bring it around me. In certain areas.
okay, wait, what?
No. Okay, so let me explain.
Yeah, wait, what?
Let me explain.
Yeah, what
Let
is
me
we
explain.
talking about?
Let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain.
I think you get ready to piss people off.
Because I know we off the Tim Tebow topic. So let me explain background.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I come from the suburbs.
Okay.
Let's take an example.
Mm-hmm.
Kory just happens to come from a background that is lesser of that.
Okay.
Just say the ghetto.
Okay, the ghetto, the hood, whatever you want to call
Okay.
it. Let's just say hypothetically.
The impoverished.
So so in my head, yeah, he came from that, but now I have to base it off, I have to base off on how he is as a person in
Right.
terms of zip codes. Now, what he has to face is the fact that his zip code, where he's from, people are going to be judgmental simply off his zip code and where he's from.
Yeah, true.
Right.
That's the whole point I was trying to make in
True.
terms of what. Now, If somebody sees my zip code and they know that zip code is a decent area, low crime rate, barely any crime that is known of, I'm going to be accepted more in certain avenues. It's just the judgmental society.
About all that. You black.
Are you kidding me? As judgmental as these people are?
But you black. Like, you a threat, educated or not.
True, and I get that. But in certain circles, people are judgmental and think this way.
I like to meet them.
You want to meet them? I don't got time for judgment.
No,
people.
I'm just saying I like to meet them because people usually judge you off of the color of you. You heard that,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter whether you're from the suburbs or they look at us all the same.
Well, but that's true. But people often also do judge you like from.
I mean, that's true. I believe,
yeah,
but you being a black man, I think that they take what you said, the poor white trash over you.
And probably so in certain,
Yeah.
probably so in certain circles. And my
black.
thing, and also my thing is this, right? When it comes to those different dynamics,
Yeah,
we come from a judgmental society.
we do.
Yes.
We have people that will ask us, where do we work? Not to try to get to know us,
But to be nosy.
But that determines the level of respect that I give you.
That's true.
If I don't hear the right occupation in my brain, in my judgmental brain, I'm only going to give you a certain amount of respect.
Yep.
Which is trifling and it's wrong, and we should, no matter what your occupation is, we should treat everybody with the same level of respect.
That's true.
But that's how judgmental people are.
Kory says,
Yeah,
"Sound
so,
good."
I mean, I think within our community, within the black community, I think we lean more towards where a person is from. I mean, cause you got some people that are from the ghetto, some black folks are from the suburbs. When the suburb person goes out to the ghetto, they like, yo, we can tell that you ain't from here. So they,
I got that a lot.
For real?
So they immediately, based on where they from, get that label as what? Bougie, stuck up.
Carlton Banks.
Carlton Banks.
Well, it's basically on how you act, though.
Huh? No. But no. As I said, I mean,
But if I was raised in a certain area and I can't help that I talk proper,
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
right?
that-
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
right. See,
well, that-
right.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and hey, so it's like, have you? All right, so if you're from Baltimore, go out in EC and see how they treat you, just because it's that you from there.
I've been out there. I ain't been treated no different.
Yeah, all right, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, you go out to Southeast, that they be like,
I wouldn't go to Southeast.
I did, right? Yeah,
That's like going to Pennsylvania Avenue here. No,
I mean, right. So go to certain
ain't nobody
spots.
dodging no bullets, man.
Go to certain spots out there. It's like within our community, it's all about where you from, bro. But with some people, you heard 3-6 Mafia. What is the song? Who gives a fuck where you from?
Oh boy.
No, I'm saying but no, they made that song for a reason. Why? Because it was all about where folks was from. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Compton, nigga. I mean, bro, like, listen to the music. People rap where they from. Within our community, it's all about where you're from. But for some of us, it don't matter, nigga, where the fuck you from. Now, as soon as you get out of our community, that's when it's all about that skin tone.
That's true.
Like, bro, I don't care if you from the ghetto, you could have grew up 2 doors down from me. In most white folks' eyes, it don't matter where you from.
Right.
They see us and call us the same thing.
Exactly.
They see us and call us the same thing. In most of their eyes. Not all
Not
of them,
all.
but in most of their eyes, they see us and call it. And just because they not saying it to your face,
That don't mean they're not saying it behind your back.
don't mean they not saying it behind
when
your
you
back.
mean most, and let me challenge you, what age group?
Huh?
When you mean most,
Age
I
group,
think age group really don't matter.
it does matter. I mean, like,
because if we're talking about millennials, white millennials are way more accepting of.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but a
different
lot of
people
them
are
got it
racist.
in them too.
No. I mean, like, no, but
We're not saying that you can't find a racist millennial.
Yeah, right.
We're
But
not saying that.
But if you're talking about like age group, I mean, it's still the older generation.
Yeah,
I
I just
like,
wanted to put that out there because I don't
Yeah.
want to label a bunch of millennials that aren't racist.
Because I can promise you, I've seen some white folks out here. They go harder for the cause than some black folks.
That's true.
That's true.
I've seen it. They go harder for the cause than some black folks out here. So I mean,
Well-
like, and plus we're coming to an age, right, where we're seeing more mixed people than at any time. I mean, like, bro. Like, there is no such thing as pure blood anymore. Everyone is mixed with something. I mean, like, and that's why white folks and you know what I'm saying, like,
you black.
I mean, no, bro, like, and this is
Because
like,
to me, I really don't think it's no such thing as mixed, really, in this society. You just black and you just happen to have a white mother.
okay. I mean,
Or white father, but you black.
But in my personal opinion, this is why they're trying so hard to outlaw abortion, because statistically speaking, white women get more abortions than any other race.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Statistically speaking. So you have these older white men that hey, we can't have them killing off our future. Like these young white children. So we're going to try to take back control and to say, y'all cannot do this. We're going to strip you of the power over your own body, which I don't agree with. Because at the end of the day, it's your body. Can't anyone tell you what to do with your body, whether you agree or not agree? You can never tell a person what to do with their body.
I agree, but you're also killing the defenseless life.
Hey, that's another argument. But no, I'm saying, like, no. As I said, no, I'm saying, like, that.
I'm just saying.
As I said, taking the moral part out of it, just objectively speaking, is it right to tell a person what they can or cannot do with their body?
Right.
I mean, no. Objectively speaking.
No, but then in that case, you can come back then when it comes to the men. If you can choose whether you keep the baby, I can choose whether I want to be there. Or
Shut
not.
up. Shut
It
up.
goes back to it.
Shut up, man.
Yes.
Shut up. Like certain things there should never be a choice to, Thomas.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Well, if somebody didn't have a choice, it was definitely Antonio Brown, who was released by the New England Patriots.
Yes, he was.
So I'm just going to start off with this and say for this part, Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm not surprised.
I'm not either.
When you look at the pending allegations that were surrounding him being released by the Patriots organization further solidifies that they may have crucial evidence that may be true about these allegations.
Or it's just
He's a headache.
Or it's just white folks trying to protect their bottom line. I mean, because at the end of the day, okay, it's the Patriots. The epitome of, we don't need you, nigga. Because at the end of the day, like the epitome of, what can you do for us that we haven't already accomplished? We are the Super Bowl champs. We are. At the end of the day, I still have this white boy named who? Tom Brady. I mean, he only has 6 Super Bowls? He's been to 9. What can you do? I mean, like, I'm just.
I know Everett got something to say about it.
I mean, like, no, I still have Bill Belichick, and if I'm them, I'm getting tired of going up on these podiums and answering questions that ain't about me. Okay, like, I'm Tom Brady. I'm Thomas Brady. Okay. Thomas
said
Brady,
his name,
the
Thomas
greatest Super Bowl cheating quarterback that's ever lived. Okay, yes.
I can co-sign that.
Okay, yes. Okay, so don't ask me questions about AB. Ask me about my greatness, and ask me how I'ma cheat this year.
So here's the issue with that, right? When I sit over here and I look at the whole Antonio Brown situation, nobody has brought this up that I have seen.
What?
When he took that hit from Vontaze Burfict and he has not been the same since.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You come on now.
Come on,
you look
man.
at before the hit and look at after the hit.
Really?
He has
That's what we
not
doing?
been the same. It's obvious, bro. He's not
really?
been the same. Has he?
Huh?
Has he been the same?
He's been an asshole through and through. He's been an asshole through and through.
Well, if he was, the Steelers have done a good job not showing or covering it up and being like, look, I know that he's a jerk, but he's having us win games, so we'll just deal with it.
That's what they was probably doing. But there's only so long. Listen, man, not trying to get too biblical. What's done in the dark will eventually come to light. You can only ride the tiger for so long. So I mean, like, bro, I mean, like,
I heard that before. Right?
I mean, yeah.
Say that again.
I mean, bro, huh?
You can only what?
Ride the tiger for so
I
long.
never heard that before.
I mean, like, bro, like, I mean, if you're trying to blame CTC or a head concussion, okay,
CTE.
okay, CTE. I'm sorry, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you're trying to blame that, okay, fine. Antonio Brown don't get that pass with me, cause at the end of the day, you chose the life, occupational hazard. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you still competent. You still competent enough to do everything else. So
I'm not excusing.
It kind of sounds like you are, Everett.
First of all, if you see how he acts.
Oh, so you're excusing sexual assault on a
I'm not
concussion?
excusing. Hold on, I'm not excusing a sexual assault on
Well,
a concussion.
well, please.
There is proof.
Make yourself clear.
Ever since that he got that hit on Vontaze Burfict, he has slowly revealed himself as a cancer in the locker room.
Okay.
And we have found out in weeks past that this was a thing within the Steelers organization, and it spiraled into the Raiders organization, which potentially was cut off by the Patriots before it reared its ugly head again. Now, with that being said, I am not excusing the potential victims,
Yes.
if allegedly, that are coming up front to confront Antonio Brown. I'm not excusing that at all. But what I am saying is that he has taken hits in the past.
Okay.
Potentially. Don't be surprised if we hear and we get confirmation that Antonio Brown has serious CTE problems. Don't be surprised if you look back at that hit and go, one of those hits, that's what probably could have caused it.
Okay.
I'm not making an excuse about somebody's alleged sexual allegation.
Okay,
I told you that word alleged is.
Okay, the only thing that
wrong.
this tells me is that how is it that Antonio Brown can still find work for allegedly sexually assaulting women, but Kaepernick can't find work?
The Steelers should pick up Colin Kaepernick.
And all he did was just kneel. Ain't that a bitch? Yo, this world ain't right, man.
You just now noticing.
I'm just saying though, like, bro. Now, and hey, I'm not rushing to judgment. If Antonio Brown did it, throw him in jail. If he didn't do it,
you was quick to throw judgment at me just now and almost try to put me in a bind.
I mean, because you sounded like that. If he did do it, that you was trying to excuse it.
Nobody's trying. I never said out. I never verbally
You just gave
said,
him insanity on a silver platter.
No, I didn't give him insanity on a silver platter.
That if he did it, blame that hit.
I'm not excusing for him being a cancer in the locker room. Just like I don't excuse. You can have a mental disability problem to a certain extent, and still be wrong in your behavior.
Of course.
There's instances you can be that, but
Of
I'm
course.
saying, but this is something. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I haven't seen this being broadcasted on the news like that.
So now, are you saying he has a mental illness?
Potentially, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Potentially.
Sounds like an insanity defense to me, but okay.
How is it okay? I said potentially this may be an issue because he has taken some pretty violent hits.
Yes, he has.
I'm not excusing his behavior, but I'm just saying, like, don't be surprised if potentially this becomes true. Now, if he is tried and true, like, hey, he's guilty of sexual assault, throw him away, lock away the key.
Damn.
No, throw him away. Yeah, bro. What?
In the event that this is true?
I mean, lock him up, but damn.
And you talking about me and look at his
throw away the key, though?
You bastard.
No, I said lock him up. But throw away the key.
He out here violating women, bro. If it's true.
If it's true, but most likely.
Most likely what?
Most likely what?
He just got caught.
Bro, wait. Okay, see, that actually bothers me.
Oh, here we go, victim shaming.
No.
Everybody's a victim.
No. Everyone is not a victim.
Everybody's
but that
a victim.
bothers me because when people say, well, he's rich, he's famous, he shouldn't have to.
Well, I didn't say that.
I mean, but you say most likely. Like,
oh, yeah.
I mean,
people, athletes and everybody get jammed up all the time.
I know. And sometimes, a lot of the times, it's true.
How
now,
you know
few,
that?
Now, few
just because 12 white folks sit up and say it's true, it's true.
I'm just saying. Okay. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Just because. Just because. What do heads say? Money talks. If I can pay for a good lawyer,
see, I told you.
If I can pay for a good, if I can pay for a good lawyer, then I can. In the words of Trump, I can shoot someone in the middle of Times Square.
That is a rich white man talking. But your black ass, I don't care how much money you got, you can't do that.
Tell that to OJ.
Shit, he paid for it later.
You naming one person out of how many people?
Kobe.
Okay. Well,
it's not that. That's
she wasn't no Raven Beauty, no way.
Kory, stop.
But let the white girl actually look like something.
Come on, hold on.
How?
You cannot compare what OJ did to Kobe Bryant.
No. We're talking.
That's ridiculous.
No.
That's ridiculous.
No, we're talking about. He said, if you black, it don't matter how much money you got. OJ killed a white woman allegedly.
Oh, this allegedly stuff.
Got off.
See what I'm talking? Oh, this allegedly. He killed everybody in that damn driveway. Everybody know this.
OJ.
Only reason why he ain't killed it because the dog was too quick for his ass.
OJ killed a white woman. Allegedly got off because he had money. Kobe allegedly raped a white woman.
Well, I don't think he raped her.
Had money.
I don't think he's a nasty ass nigga though. I saw that white woman.
He had money. Got off. Snoop Dogg. Accused of
he didn't pull the trigger.
Allegedly,
his bodyguard pulled the trigger. He didn't pull the trigger.
He had money. He got off.
He wasn't balling like he was now.
T.I., a multiple felon. You get caught with all those automatic weapons.
Well, see, that's money talking.
They should have put you under the jail.
That's true.
As I said, money talk. R. Kelly. I don't even have to.
R. Kelly, they're gonna throw him under the jail whether he has money or doesn't.
You may not. You'd be surprised because I thought that he was going to jail the first time.
They had that man on
tape, and he did that,
and he still got off.
Where's he at now?
Huh?
Where's he at?
It don't matter. Like
in jail, facing court.
Facing court.
No. I'm not saying he shouldn't be there.
This man.
Yeah, we're not saying. No, like I said, I'm not saying that either.
I'm saying I will believe a guilty verdict when I hear that word guilty.
Okay.
But how many of y'all want to bet that you won't hear that guilty verdict? Because there's a lot of people.
I think this time they're gonna throw R.
You
Kelly
never know.
As I said,
you don't know.
You truly don't.
Now, speaking of something that we do know that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
You're probably not.
Faced I should have went and looked that up, but whatever. He is facing a lot of scandal that he sincerely apologized for his blackface photo. Where he was at, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was dressed as the character Aladdin. And said, "I'm sorry, I really apologize for this." He sounded sincere.
I don't want to hear that. No. As a man, going back to what we was talking about earlier, undercover racist.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. I don't care how much.
Okay.
What?
I don't feel nothing.
So let me ask you this,
Oh,
right?
here come this defense. Okay.
Nobody's defending anything.
You know something?
Nobody's
Everett is
defending
defending
Hey, yo.
every bad person today.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something.
What?
You are the king
What?
of defending foolishness.
How so? How so?
Hey, talk about
You will
me though.
defend foolishness, sitting
No.
over there defending Elijah Muhammad's supposed.
Wait.
supposed-
That is you.
Supposed.
That
no,
is
no, no,
you.
Let's talk about
Why
it.
is you talking
No.
about something that we
is
talked
you.
about off camera?
No, that
off
is
camera.
you.
Can we
Right.
stick to the topic?
No, that's
You
you.
sat over there and defended Martin Luther King and his alleged.
Okay, wait. Keyword
cheating.
there, buddy. Alleged.
Alleged my ass.
Keyword there, buddy.
Ain't no allegedly.
Alleged.
He was out there piping bitches down.
We don't.
You know that. Alleged
We
my
don't know
ass.
this.
Ain't no. We don't know. Oh,
We're
okay.
But
alleged.
That's black
But
people.
you can't. My thing is, you can't
What?
sit over here, and I'm doing this for the sake of a podcast. I'm sitting
What?
over there showing the other side of the coin. You do it like it's a doggone, like you believe this stuff.
What you mean?
He really believed that about Elijah Muhammad.
Thank you.
What?
You do.
What?
About him getting all the kind of women pregnant in the
First
congregation.
off, no. The only thing I ever said about Elijah
What you say?
is that who are you to tell me what I'm doing is wrong? I made all this. Okay? I
And
did
you are
this.
creating this narrative that he's an arrogant bastard that shouldn't apologize for absolutely nothing.
Who
They
should I apologize to? You no.
You are speaking like how you're talking in third person. You are speaking as them and trying to put this character like they
will
should be.
apologize to God. I don't owe y'all no apology.
That's
Not them, no.
Huh?
You not them. You can't
Okay.
speak on their behalf.
Okay.
You're not the representative.
Okay, well, shame on you then.
How's it shame on me?
Okay, shame on you.
How's it shame on me?
Okay, the only-
You're the one speaking out of tone on their legacy.
Huh? Wait. What? Okay, now, what is my legacy?
You were creating
I am
a narrative.
Elijah Muhammad.
Oh, you better
you
say.
only know certain people because of me. I created this thing. Now
You were talking in
Thomas,
third person in
Thomas,
an arrogant
what do you
tone.
always say, Thomas? No matter the bad deeds of a person,
I ain't never said no shit like that.
No.
I ain't never said that.
No, since you wanna bust me out
I
there,
ain't-
right?
He's the one told you.
Going back to OJ,
I didn't
to
say-
OJ,
well, yeah,
to
and-
R. Kelly,
that's true.
to Bill Cosby.
Okay, I did say that. I did
you
say
always
that.
say. Now say it now. Don't hide, nigga.
We shouldn't attack their legacy. I did say it.
Don't attack their legacy.
I did say it. I'm not in favor
Okay, now.
of attacking their legacy. Yeah, they deserve to be brought to justice, but I'm still going to talk about how great of a singer R. Kelly
Elijah
is.
Muhammad. The only thing I'm saying is don't attack the man legacy because the Nation of Islam is what it is because I made it that
I'm not
way.
attacking his legacy
did
at
that.
all. I'm not. But you know it is what it
Ali,
is.
Malcolm X, Ernest Farrakhan, every time they spoke, they always said the honorable Elijah Muhammad. Put my transgressions to the side. I ain't perfect. I made mistakes.
Niggas always talking about they ain't perfect.
the same thing-
as
no,
an
say-
excuse
hey.
to how you use your imperfections as an excuse to do
same-
what you
Here's
want
the
to.
problem.
The same
What's up
thing
Here's
with
the problem.
Martin.
Here's the problem that I have with your take and how you're sitting over here picturing this take.
Okay, what?
You are telling people to not hold themselves. Here's what you're doing.
Wait, what? What?
Here's what you're doing.
Okay.
Instead of you saying, "This is my legacy," but they understood that it was wrong at the end of the day. They understood it was wrong, but they still left a legacy behind. And while, yes, that legacy should be honored, they turned around and recognized the wrongs that they did.
Okay.
That's how you should have worded it. Not some arrogant, you yelling in the microphone,
No.
talking about this and this
No,
and that
no,
and,
no,
that,
no,
and
no.
creating this
No,
narrative.
no,
Like
'cause
they
what
sitting over there
people-
saying, "Oh, I did this." You
No.
know what the heck is going on?"
First off, that's not the narrative.
That's the
okay?
narrative you just did.
No. No, you.
5 minutes ago, you were just sitting over here screaming. Was he not?
No.
Yes, he was.
What I'm saying is,
what you saying?
You are not going to just point out all of the wrong that I did.
I feel you.
Nobody's
in the
put-
words of Tupac. Yes, you just did.
I
in
didn't.
In the words of
I'm
Tupac,
saying-
don't
I'm-
judge a man by moments in his life.
I'm
Judge
saying-
a man from beginning to end.
I'm saying just like Justin True Days.
Can't even say his name right.
I'll figure it out at some point. Just like Justin apologizing for that photo.
What?
Bro, he's one of the most progressive people. If you really think about it, he's liberal as hell.
I don't give a damn.
I don't know why you're apologizing. If you're racist, you're racist.
I don't think he's now. Look, I'll say this because he's now. Hold on, I'll say this because Canadian is a little different. Hold on, let me say this for the record. I don't think he is anywhere near as racist as somebody from America. So? Let's put that out there first foremost.
But
have you heard any racist stuff come out of his mouth that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
So this is the first time. So this is the first controversial thing that we've heard about this Canadian Prime Minister that we are aware of as of this moment on this recording.
First off, that's not okay. First off, he's a liar because, and I'll tell you why.
He perking up. Look, he ready.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and
Google
say
it yourself.
Go ahead and say
Google
it.
it yourself because it has came out. There have been multiple times that he's donned blackface.
Oh,
Not just one. At least 3 that he's donned blackface. So let's tell that truth, okay? Let's tell that truth. Like
he openly admitted that he didn't consider it racist at the time, but recognized how that photo later would be offensive. Now him being older,
and you bought that?
okay, yeah, sure.
That's I'm reporting. I'm being a host. I'm just reporting.
Oh,
what he
okay.
said.
So pretty much he did the Mel Gibson. I was drunk.
So let me get this straight. So now every time you see Justin, and I'm not gonna say his last name because I'm not gonna butcher it.
No, go on to say it, man.
So every time you see Justin, now you're gonna look at him like he's got like a KKK gown on.
I don't care. Quite frankly,
But you're not okay. But
you can't hide behind.
In this age of information that we're in, you're not going to sit there and tell me you did not think or know.
Yeah, you knew better.
Offensive. And especially when it's now being reported that you donned it at least 3 times.
Yeah, you know better.
Now, I mean,
especially the historical stuff of
so everybody know about the blackface.
Yeah, so maybe you just didn't think it was that big of a deal, and maybe you just did it to have a joke. But bro, you're not going to tell me that you didn't think it was offensive.
Yeah,
So would you accept his apology?
Sure.
I would. I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know why you apologizing. If you're racist, you are racist.
Well, see,
don't apologize for how you feel.
I mean,
how do you know how he feels that way though? So because somebody reported of him being a blackface, he goes stand in front of it. So because he's on television, he's a public figure and he's white. You gonna automatically assume, and he's Canadian by the way, ain't like he's some American
when he
dude
white,
out here
he's just a white
living
man.
in some.
He white. Okay,
but we can't sit over here and label that all white people are
I
racist.
did not say that. I'm talking about him.
Okay. Do you think he's racist then?
Yeah.
You think he's racist just because of this one incident?
It's been multiple incidents.
Okay, it's multiple incidents on this blackface thing that he has acknowledged that it was wrong for him to do, and at the time he didn't say it was racist. But are we going to now look at him? Are you going to look at him differently?
I don't give a shit about him.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
To be honest with you,
I have to make these.
I'm just
for the show. I have to make these.
No, okay, wait.
No, I feel you. I'm just telling you. If you're racist, you're racist.
All right, so me, right?
That I can understand.
I'll accept his apology.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, player.
Bro, just do better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not. People can change. People can want to do better if they choose to. Yeah. So
I ain't gonna hold it against you,
right? So if he's making a conscious decision to do better, then bro, just all right, fine. As long as it's sincere and if you truly mean it. Like I mean, now, as I said, I don't believe that you didn't know, but. Let's say I give you the benefit of the doubt that you did not know. That's a damn shame.
It is.
Like, how dumb do you have to be not to know that that's offensive?
Right. I mean, like,
right.
So, I mean, like, so the only thing that I'm going to say is, bro.
What's his age?
42.
Oh, you know better, nigga. Yeah, you a racist motherfucker. You know better.
Yeah.
You know better.
Yeah, so just do better.
40-something years old, I think he is.
You
now.
know better than
early
that.
40s.
Yeah, you know better.
Yeah, man, it's just one of them things, man. People need to really do their research you don't have to paint. If you're Caucasian, You do not have to paint yourself a darker skin tone to pull off a character that is another race. You can just wear the outfit. Just do that. Don't even put yourself in that predicament. Just wear the outfit. If you portraying somebody for a theater play and stuff of that nature. I don't know
about all that. If I'm a white man, how much they paying?
Actually, yo, bro, this is a
I'm serious
question. Has anybody seen that film Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that shit was funny.
See, that's different, though. That's comedic.
Satire.
It's comedic satire.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But
I ain't gonna lie. I thought that
that is different than this, especially in this sensitive climate that we're in. People ain't gonna take that as comedic. What Justin did, people ain't gonna take that as comedic satire. They're gonna take it as, who does this dude think he is just putting on black paint and blackface after what we dealt with?
Because we living in a society where everybody just wants to be offended.
Partly true, yes.
Partly true, but also I think we're getting to a point where we are holding people accountable.
I guess.
Speaking of holding people accountable, it looks like the Lord will be finally holding Kanye West accountable.
There you go, my boy.
And Kanye recently did a Sunday service in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right. I want your thoughts on it.
Yeah, Thomas.
And I'll go last.
I really do think he's a changed man. I really do. I feel like if the Lord could save any of us, why is he so different?
Okay.
Kory?
See, I know he gonna be ignorant. He changed.
To you, and then I'll go last.
Yeah, you go ahead. Tell me what you think. Yeah. You may agree.
All right. So it's no secret on this show. Nobody has bashed Kanye on this show more than I have.
Lord have mercy.
That's true.
I'm not a fan of the behavior that I've seen, but I am also, if this is genuine and if something is going to save him and if this is going to bring him closer to God, so be it.
Right.
However, I'm not sure. I'm going to wait and see what happens, but I can't sit here and say that I fully trust his intentions with the people that he's worshiping with. I'm not talking about the people that are singing with him, and that's great. That's a great opportunity, and their heart's in the right place. I mean, I'm not judging them. No. I'm mainly focused on him because he has exploited and has used people in the past to get his name out there. I'm just saying. So I'm trying to be as objective about this more as I possibly can. I hope this brings him some clarity because he ain't been the same. When your mom goes, right, you ain't never the same person again. Right. So when that is happening, I think that he is on a journey to find peace that he never got through his career, that he never got through material things, that he never got through other people within the industry.
And that's what he said.
Absolutely. Now, if this brings him closer to God, so be it. I'm happy. But if he hoodwinks and makes a mockery of the entire community and the entire Sunday service choir and God himself in general,
then he'll be no different than the regular prosperity preachers that you see on TV.
True, and I feel the same.
I ain't mad at you.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, but at what point? How many more black eyes? If I'm a Christian, how many more black eyes I got to see in front of my screen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I feel you.
So
that's just thinks that Kanye can do no wrong.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm just, I just recognize that I ain't perfect either. So, you can't. I'm not gonna just because a person sins differently than what I do. I'm not gonna point the finger and say that's the bad guy.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna jump. Nobody's doing.
No, a lot of people have. Like they jump on the bandwagon and hate a man just because it's popular too. I'm just not that kind of dude.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get that regard.
Like, a lot of people mad at Kanye. I'd be like, why are you mad? They don't even know why they're upset with him. You're upset with him because other people are upset with him.
Well, here's the difference. You've heard what I've expressed to you as to why I'm upset with how it's mainly his action and his antics.
Oh, shit. I don't think you should know.
Yeah.
But you can't shrug. Okay, you can't. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah, Thomas don't believe in holding anyone accountable.
That's not true.
Bullshit.
That's not true.
Bullshit.
That is not
That's
true.
that's my standpoint.
I just don't have my nose up at the brother. That's all.
No. Pointing at someone and saying they're the bad guy is not the same thing as just holding them accountable.
I mean, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be held accountable for his actions, but at the same time, I'm just
like I don't need to be
holding someone accountable. Like I said, it's a difference between holding someone accountable and just pure hatred.
Yeah. I'm talking
that's what you. I don't see people holding him accountable. I see pure hatred.
Yeah, I'm talking about holding someone accountable. Like I mean, cause at the end of the day, of course, the obvious thing, none of us are perfect.
Right.
I mean, all of us screw up, all of us fuck up.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I don't need to be perfect in order to say, okay, so yeah,
You're right.
we don't sin the same way.
But you do sin.
We do sin.
Right.
Okay. Now, but at the end of the day, what's right is right. What's wrong is wrong.
That's true.
So if I can say,
I mean, yeah,
what I'm doing is wrong, and I know it's wrong. Okay. Okay. I can say,
huh?
Yeah.
So, repeat that.
If what I'm doing is wrong and I know it's wrong and I'm taking responsibility for that.
Okay, I
wrong,
thought you mean like willfully.
No.
I'm like, oh
and
damn, you don't care, do you?
And I'm taking responsibility for that wrong. Okay, there's a difference between judging somebody and calling a spade a spade.
Right.
Okay. Like, I mean, me, I don't judge people. I just call spade. No. As hold on, wait.
I looked at
wait,
you.
hold on. No. Judge.
This
is,
Bama judged me about 20 minutes ago
I
on
ain't
the
judge you.
Antonio Brown topic.
Wait.
Hey, yo, stop.
I was calling
Stop.
a spade a spade.
No, you're not. That's judgment.
No.
That's judging.
No.
All you doing
How?
is giving a crossover definition for judging.
No, I didn't. Why? Because when you judge somebody, you are condemning them. I did not condemn you. I just called you an asshole.
That is condemning.
That's condemning
No,
somebody.
it's not. No. It's calling a spade a spade. It's calling a spade a spade.
You move the goalpost too damn much when it comes to being judgmental.
No. As I said, no. Judging is what judging is something a judge does. Why? Because he's condemning you to a life of servitude inside of the penitentiary. That's what that's judging. Okay, judging is what Thomas said, pointing the finger and saying that's the bad guy. I'm not doing that either. What I'm doing is just calling a spade a spade. Hey, bro, I'm not about to condemn you, but I'm just gonna say what you doing ain't right, and that's it.
Oh yeah, well I'm with that.
As I said, that's not judging, because I don't. It's not judging to say, to call a murderer a
no, I mean that's what you are.
That's what you are. So, and it's not judging to say if something is right or is wrong.
It's wrong. Wrong is wrong. And
right is right.
My point is when you have your nose up at an individual.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, right.
Like you're just hating the person. And like I said, I hear people say, I hate Kanye West, so I hate. We were talking about him before, R. Kelly, and I asked, do you know them? And no, I'm like, how do you hate a person you don't know?
Right.
That's crazy to me.
That's real though.
I mean,
that's
true.
real though.
I mean,
so
true.
yeah, I mean, it's one of them situations where I'm going to wait and see what happens. I need to see what's going to happen over the course of several months.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not even keeping a close eye on him. If this is bringing you peace, I think you're doing a great thing. By all means.
Hey,
and honestly, as much as I've talked crap about him, I wish the same thing for him.
Yeah, you're doing a great thing. So
as long
with the
as,
Sunday services or whatever,
right.
I think
as long as what you're doing isn't hurting anyone,
I'm glad.
I really don't.
He looks more peaceful than he's been in a long time.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, so
Speaking of peaceful, Fantasia's relationship looks like it's going to be extremely peaceful after she shared her view on submission and her husband followed suit and agreed. How do you guys feel about submission in marriage, Kory?
I think people, as a married man, I think people, they take the term
submission out of context.
Yeah.
Like it's not a male, a dominant male paradigm.
Well, it's not always.
Do you think it's America's fault for switching submission into this?
Yeah, because submission it's what it is in the word, substituting missions. It is. First a man submits to God, then he submits to his wife. Two people don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah, but. Okay, then the woman submits to God and then submits to her husband.
I mean,
but you're submitting to each other in reverence of the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, people they want to take that term and make it derogatory.
Right.
There's nothing wrong within a marriage submitting to each other, because when y'all get married, y'all become one flesh.
Right.
So But going back to Fantasia did have a point, and I loved her. The man is the head,
because that's what it says in the Bible.
The woman is the neck.
Yes,
because the man can't go anywhere without his woman.
It's the truth.
Okay, but at the end of the day, the man should be the head of the household.
That's true.
I mean, and then going back to this, and answer me this. Do y'all feel that if a woman makes more money than a man, that the man should still be the head of the household?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah, I think he should be. I think he should still fill that role. I don't think you should make roles based on material gain. Mm-hmm. I don't think that should be the case. It should be about what is a person mentally and physically and spiritually capable of doing.
There you go.
Yes.
That's what it should be based on. Material things should not be.
Yes.
Material things does not matter when that conversation comes up.
Right.
It's about who can fill that role physically, spiritually, and mentally.
Right.
Yes. I mean, true. And we can still be equals. We are still equals. But at the end of the day, just like in any relationship, you need someone that's gonna make the final say, and that's always the man.
Right.
Cause I'm supposed to be the head of the household.
Right.
But
like I said, and people mistake that they mistake, being the head of the household as dominatory, but it's about showing love. It's
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. It's about protection.
Right.
This is what you're called to do.
Right. It's like nothing should happen in my house that I don't know about.
Exactly.
People think, you know what I'm saying? And this is actually probably why a lot of relationships don't last.
Right.
Because people think that, people think informing is the same as asking permission.
Right.
It's not. So if my wife calls me and says, "Hey, babe,
talk more on the mic."
So if my wife calls me and says, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna buy some new shoes today," or something, she's not asking me my permission. But as her husband, I have a right to know.
Yeah, especially if y'all got joint accounts.
Even if we don't, we're married.
Right.
So your money, even if it's not in the same account,
your money is our money.
Your money, my money is our money. So so she's not asking me permission, but she's informing me. The same way, if I call her and if I say, what are you doing? Where are you at? What time are you coming home? And if she calls me and asks me that same thing, she
has the
right to know. She has a right to know. But some heads was why they checking up on you?
It depends on the motive though, because some people will do that to be controlling.
I mean, true. No, okay.
Yeah, it depends on the motive.
True, but if we're just talking about like I just randomly call and just
okay, that's out of respect.
I mean, and say, hey, babe, what time are you? What time are you coming home? Or if she just randomly says, hey, what time are you coming home? Like,
right.
It's a respect thing. Like, it's not that I'm asking permission or your approval. And people take, as I said, they often take that word submissive as a derogatory term. It's like, oh, hey, as a matter of fact, slightly off topic, but it's kind of the same thing. Not too long ago, Amira La Negra, she posted something on social media that she got killed for. She's cleaning her man's bathroom, right? And she said a real woman takes care of her man and his house. She got killed for that.
But it's the truth.
Cause
here's the problem.
If you're doing it in love.
Here's the problem. Yeah, and that's true, and that can be the case. But you're talking to a society that thinks ass backwards.
Yeah, true.
So everything that you were taught in the household as what the roles of submission and this and that and what the true definition of that is, because these people don't share those same ethics and morals, it's going to cause uproar.
Well, also, I will.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
There are a lot of single parent homes
Yeah.
too. So when the woman has taken on the responsibility, of the man, the provider, and
That is
everything,
another aspect of it.
she's very, she'll be very domineering. So basically, you got a man and a woman's body, so that's the problem.
True. I mean, and I was going to say that, like in these single parent homes, just as you said, if the woman is accustomed to doing everything, when she does come across a man, she doesn't know how to let go and to lean more on him because she's always had to do everything herself. And that's understandable. But you got to understand that in a relationship, you can't be that way.
No, you can't.
Talk more to Mike.
Me.
I mean, you cannot be at that way. I mean, because egos and pride is going to clash. Like, compromise, communication, that's the hardest thing in a marriage.
But it's also one of the most crucial things that will save a marriage.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right. Yeah.
Like I always say, there's no perfect spouse.
No.
But the plan for marriage is perfect.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of something that is definitely not perfect.
What's that?
6ix9ine snitching.
My man. Okay. Woo!
Oh, I can't.
He clapping.
I ain't clapping.
My
You clapping for snitching?
No.
My man's Tekashi 6ix9ine, a.k.a. I'm telling.
Sorry, nigga.
Okay,
I'm trying to come home.
There you go.
This is a strong. I know. I'm not wishing
nothing. Yeah.
on nobody.
Say what?
But at the route that this is going, I don't know if he's gonna last a year if he gets out.
No, he gonna be in.
No, they're not. They're not
No,
gonna
they not.
protect his
They
ass.
giving away. They're
Go.
giving away recordings of what he's saying, audio stuff like that. That's not a good form of protection.
They ain't
dude.
protecting him.
They ain't protecting him at all. They're gonna make an example.
Plus,
out of
he
him.
got money, but he ain't getting money like that for that kind of protection.
True that. But I will say this though, as fucked up as I am about to sound, I don't feel bad for. I don't feel bad for him at all. You brought it on yourself. Right. Look at these old interviews that he did where he was like, "Man, I'm this, I'm that."
But you
test my gangster.
Test my gangster.
All that.
I let my nuts hang and all that. Like,
but
bitch,
he's not.
please.
That's why I started laughing, because he's not. And when he put Jim Jones out there, in which he may be in a lot of trouble because of, him snitching. He already made it known, him and the guy Shotty, that he was never one of them.
Yeah. I mean him.
It's for material status, dude. That's
Cardi
the only reason why
he
got
said
down.
that even she's a blood too. I'm like, she probably is, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's not your business to
tell. Like, he telling every damn thing. Like, bruh, but
he didn't gave up the God. Do you know that the Godfather, I think, is doing 3 life terms because of him?
Okay.
I mean,
But true. But
Are you surprised, really?
But no, though.
I mean, not
But-
really. And I mean,
But
everybody
that's what
snitch.
they get.
Everybody almost.
But that's what they get for bringing this dude around. Like, that's what they get for bringing this dude around. And often that's what these gangs do. They will bring someone around. The only reason, and hey, bro, look up Mob James, right? He said the same thing about Tupac. Tupac became a member of MOB because of who he was. Like, he didn't have to put in no work. He didn't have to go through what a regular nigga from there had to go through. And there was a lot of resentment from other cats, like, because of that. Like, he's one of these rappers that bought their way in the game.
That's true. Because even Pac even came out and told you that he wasn't a gangster.
But you got the MOB tattoo.
Hey,
A lot of people thought, and Mob James even said, a lot of people thought MOB meant money over bitches. That's not what it meant.
nope.
What do it mean?
Huh? MOB is a blood gang.
And it makes sense because of, the company, Death Row.
Yeah.
It's all tied in together.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Then the colors black and red.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So,
Yeah.
but they were saying that he wasn't really. He,
I mean-
he was just a rapper that was. And
yeah.
unfortunately, he got caught
Yeah.
up in some shit that it really wasn't his business, and he lost his life.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, like, folks, they act a certain way, but the minute they get you in that small square room, they turn down the air condition. Because they're trying to make you sweat, and they start talking about 25 to life.
And what would y'all? All right, I'm going to
Folks
ask
gonna
you
change up real fast.
What would you do if we all get caught right now, and they sentencing you 25 years to life? Are you gonna snitch?
Okay, see, all right. So me, I'm gonna be.
That's interesting.
No, please be honest.
No. So, okay, wait. Okay, no.
So I let you know what I'm going to do.
Cause no. 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 Like, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If we are in that life, if I'm supposed to be a gangster or a killer, if we're in that life, okay, if we're Al Pacino from Scarface, like, bro, if we're Joe Pesci from Casino, if we supposed to be them niggas.
Hell no, I'm
Hold on, no. Like, if
what you want to know?
If we are in that life, I'm gonna take my bid.
This nigga's
Now,
crazy.
if I'm a civilian, which means I ain't got nothing to do with this. I was just in the wrong place at
Yeah,
wrong
if I'm a
place at the
citizen
wrong
first,
time.
bro,
Yeah,
no. That's
I'm
why I
act like a
always.
citizen first.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
why I say if y'all was selling drugs, you don't want nobody like me on your team. You really don't.
Yeah,
I'm a weakling.
Bro, if I'm a civilian and I got caught up in, okay, so if all
So
of
you
us,
mean to tell me?
What's up?
Even if you was a drug dealer, and everybody got caught up, you would take that 25.
I would take my bid.
Use a damn lie.
I
need to talk to the DA.
No. I'd
Shit.
fight it.
Man, it's
In
crazy.
court. Because at the end of the day, we knew what we was getting ourselves into.
That's true.
We knew what we was
But
getting
nobody
ourselves
goes into it with the thought of getting caught.
Huh?
Nobody goes into it with the thought of getting caught.
If you
these days.
stay in this bitch that long,
It's the truth. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But
You
people not thinking like that when you out there.
But you want to know why? This is what pisses me off. What pisses me off with people that are in this life is the arrogance that they think that they're smarter than everybody else, and that's including the feds.
Right.
It is the most annoying thing to see because everybody that does that life has an arrogance to them, like I'm the smartest dude out the bunch.
That's
Everybody thinks that they are ghosts.
Case.
You're not ghost.
Case.
You're not ghost.
That's right.
Case
That's what I
in
try to tell
point.
him.
One of my favorites, John Gotti. John Gotti
was crazy.
John Gotti.
I'm Sammy the Bull
John
like him.
Gotti was my man.
Oh shit. Ain't
Teflon Don. As I say, he said, "Hey, every case, I'll had the trial, and he won."
Okay.
It took someone to finally snitch for him to get caught.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like, you know, but no. But John held it down. He said, I don't send me to jail for 1,000 years. I'm not telling.
Okay.
And I ain't taking no deals.
Hey, that's cool.
I mean, like, no. But that's what I'm saying. If we're in that life, we chose the life.
Damn that.
We
chose
chose
1,000 years for you niggas.
We chose
I got
the
in
life.
this business to make money, not to be rotting in the jail cell.
Nigga, but you knew that was
for getting into it in the first place.
Right,
yeah, exactly. But I ain't gonna be an idiot to take time that I don't deserve for your ass.
But wait, no. But bro,
okay. Now let's
wait,
say
wait.
Hold
take
on.
time that you don't deserve. But you was out there with me, drug dealing and killing.
1,000 years, man. I ain't doing no 1,000
but
years.
you did.
So guess what?
Bullshit.
You gonna be killed on the street for being a rat.
Hey, I doubt it.
No, okay, wait.
You doubt it.
I'm gonna flee, nigga.
BS.
I got that kind of money.
BS.
No, okay.
Yeah, all right. It sound good.
No, it sound good. Yeah, but the average nigga, you're right. You're gonna get killed on the street because we don't skip. We don't skip
part
the
of the
country.
problem because you the arrogance I'm talking about.
You damn right. I
You
guess
the
I got
arrogance
to
I'm
be
talking
part
about.
of the problem.
You think you can snitch and can't get caught? Think you can't
I ain't
get touched?
saying that.
Yeah, all right. It sounds good.
I ain't saying that.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
saying that. I'm not gonna have to look over my shoulder. But I be damn. This shit, you could be. I'm telling you.
But you did it.
I always laugh when people snitches get snitches. Shit, that depending on that ass whipping, them stitches clear up after 30 days. But nigga, when that white man sentenced that ass to 25 to life, nigga, that ain't going nowhere. I take my chances.
Nah, but you did it.
Uh-huh.
No, that's what I said. Okay. A lot of people don't know what snitching truly is. And that's why, like I said it, what Tekashi's doing is snitching. Because they got you on tape putting out a hit.
That's true.
So you were actually partaking in some of this shit.
Right.
So
some.
But Treyway and Shotty, they'll say like, you know, bro, like he was not about that life, but
they got him on audio.
Yeah, but he's partaking.
That's all they need.
Yeah, but he's partaking in some.
So
of
that
this
let
shit.
me know that you wasn't just rapping. You knew what went down.
Right. So no. When they say he wasn't about that life because he had money, he'll pay someone to do it. But he's not that guy that he's gonna go out and do it himself.
Not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but you're still committing criminal acts. So you're still out here with us. Okay. Now. That's snitching. If the three of us if we did a robbery and Thomas,
you two did a robbery. I'm a citizen.
No.
Keep me out of it.
No. Stop. See right there.
I'm a citizen. I don't think like you.
No, hold on.
I don't think like you.
Okay, no.
I'm a citizen.
For this conversation, you are not a citizen.
For the sake of this hypothetical,
that's right.
The three of us committed a robbery. Thomas is the one that got caught. Me and you got away scot-free. They don't know us from Adam and Eve. The only way they
he already told you he gonna snitch.
Exactly.
No.
That's snitching.
Depending on the time. Now, if I get like maybe 1 or 2 years,
the time.
If it do matter, shit. If I get 1 or 2 years, all right, whatever.
Now,
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Now,
but 25 years to life.
Now,
oh no. His name Kory Smith. His name Everett McNeill. Don't forget the Hall. Don't forget the Hall. That's right. He a film director.
Oh, damn.
And this nigga right here, he got a rich mom and dad live on Coconut Drive.
The fuck?
That's right. I'm telling everything.
Now,
his whole address.
You
definitely go
he
get
cheated
clapped.
on his taxes last year, Your Honor.
If I'm a civilian, and if we're just riding up I say, Thomas, can you slide a ride up the street? All right, cool. I'm a civilian. I'm heading to college next month. The cops pull us over. Long story short, they find a gun and a pound of weed, right? You ain't trying to take your charge. Keep in mind, I'm not in this life. I am not a gangster. I'm a college student. I ain't got shit to do.
That's right.
I'm telling. Why? Because this ain't got anything to do with me. Nigga, I got a future.
That's right.
Okay? Now, but if I was in that life...
What you talking about? I got a bright future at Southern Crack.
Yeah, okay.
You're part of the problem.
That's what they think.
And that's what I'm talking about. The arrogance of these dudes. They think they can do all this destructive
I'm just
stuff
keeping
and get away
it real
with it.
on how they think out there on the street.
And that's
every
getting them
nigga
killed.
is this, whether you want to admit it or not.
Lord have mercy.
I'm being honest.
Well, either way,
6ix9ine, what's his...
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Daniel Hernandez. That's what the feds know him as.
Okay. He's living proof of everything that I just everything that I've demonstrated.
Okay, and me, I need cats.
You're not gonna find them in the 21st century. Everybody's snitching.
I need cats like Sean, who just gonna take their bid.
It's a stupid motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been told on did
I
it.
need cats like Lil. I need cats
Do
like
you-
Lil Boosie. He was on death row just to take your bid.
Let me ask you this:
Well, he
when you
used
see
to
the
that type
post, when you see the post on social media about snitching or them making fun of 6ix9ine snitching, does that worry you that snitching has become kind of like a popular meme?
Yeah, it always was popular. It always was. Everybody
a popular meme on social media.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Them memes are funny.
yeah, it's funny to me. I ain't worried. I just know that's niggas. They gonna snitch.
I mean, yeah,
They're
why?
going to do it.
Because niggas don't like to ever take
Responsibility. And I'm keeping it real. I know people will get mad. Oh, he's a snitch. I'm keeping it real.
Like, as I said, a lot of people don't know what snitching is. If we're in that life, if we both said we are going to be gangsters or criminals, if you get caught, shut the fuck up.
It sound good.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Sound good when you say it in front of police, but when they're sitting,
Yeah, it's not.
when
That
you
don't,
say
that
it's the
don't
difference
happen.
between you telling somebody to their face and then when they're in a separate room with like authorities, and you can't be there to be like an influence, be like, you better not say shit. You can't do that.
It don't. It sound good. That John got him into. It sounds good, but as you can see, even then, it's rarely followed. Everybody is going to snitch.
Well, see, no.
Almost everybody.
Okay, so times changed because back in the day, folks had no problem taking their bid because they knew that the family was going to be taken care of. Like
Yeah,
nowadays,
people ain't living by that.
nowadays folks ain't living by that. Cause back in the day, if you got jammed up, niggas took care of your mama, they took care of your girl, your son. They made sure your family was good while you was away.
In what world?
Nowadays, huh?
Frank Lucas.
What?
Ain't nobody take care of his mama.
No, but that's because he's the boss.
But still, you ain't got nobody that's under you.
I don't
But you see, yeah, exactly.
I don't trust them niggas.
Exactly. No, it's just niggas ain't gonna step up and do that.
No, I mean like no, bro. I was watching a Vlad TV interview. Lord Jamar, he even said the same thing. Like that's how it was. I mean like okay, case in point. I was watching Notorious when his man's
Everybody ain't Biggie.
when he came home, Big had a bag for him.
How you know that?
Stop it.
I was just playing.
No,
I was just playing.
like
That's Hollywood now.
Like that's how it was. Like niggas took care of your family while you was gone.
That's true. That's true. But you ain't gonna get that today.
Nope.
You're not gonna get it today. So
And 6ix9ine ain't gonna get it. And I don't think he's gonna make it out of
it
out of court alive. That's
no,
just
he's
me.
not. I mean, I pray that but at the same time,
It's unfortunate. This is his doing though.
but then again, do you really think that he owed them something? Because they had a hit out on his life anyway before this even went down. That's probably why he's snitching.
It ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna matter.
I
You
know.
have done too much, done too much grimy stuff. Now you in the thick of it, and now you're being known as a rat too. This dude has a price on his head.
Did y'all hear the Jim Jones audio talking about him getting touched up?
Okay.
Talking about the nigga need to get violated. You heard that? Did y'all hear it?
Snoop
No, I didn't hear the recording.
gave him the Golden Snitch Award.
Hey. But people could say the same thing about him.
Who, Snoop?
That's what they can. You heard Suge.
That's just Suge talking.
No, I'm just saying that people can say the same thing.
People tried to say the same thing about Tip.
They can say this, like I said,
No.
they can say the same thing.
Big Meech, who's in jail, who's in prison still, wrote a letter saying like
T.I. didn't snitch.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying,
Because
people
if T.I. had snitched, you'd have heard about it. Because the one thing that the feds do, they will let you know who's telling. That's how we know about all these big time gangsters that turn rat. Alpo, Frank Lucas, Umpy Johns. I mean, like, no.
yeah, Didn't Nicky Barnes snitch too? Yeah, he snitched too. Who else snitched? I don't think Pee Wee Kirkland did. No, I don't think he snitched.
He ain't tell. I mean, hey, Rick Ross, he told on told on police.
Oh, I mean, that ain't,
Some people would still call that snitching. Now, me personally, I don't, but that's just I mean, Freeway Rick Ross, he told on the police.
What about you? What you think about this, Everett?
I think he's on borrowed time.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I think my final word is he's on borrowed time.
Yeah,
you live in. I mean, you suffer the consequences about some of the decisions you make, good or bad. So, it's one of them situations where he's on borrowed time, and time is ticking away. That hourglass is going to be.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Jim Jones, I'm mad as shit. How the fuck y'all? How did I? If I'm Jim Jones and Cardi B, I'm like, hold the fuck up.
Like I said, they were saying that they may be in trouble because of him coming forth, with that.
Like you just asking the hip hop cops to just show up and check them. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. One last topic that I wanted to get to, because I feel like the Area 51 topic that only had 100 people showing up and it seemed more like a music festival than a raid isn't worth spending a lot of time talking about.
It's not.
Definitely not. So I'm going to move on to this. Did you see the Killer Mike speech? I didn't. The Revolt Summit? Okay, so basically he said you saw the clip of Candace Owens and T.I.?
Yes.
All right. So Killer Mike basically said after that, he basically said we need to come together, look up our resources and help each other out, because at the end of the day, we are wasting time having an argument as whose master is better instead of unifying our community and figuring out ways to build infrastructure amongst our community.
I mean, he's correct, but it ain't going to be practiced.
It's one of the things you got to teach people. It just takes time.
Yeah, but like I said, you got to really, it's like you have to really unplug people of the mentality. And now, like I've been saying that for years. I mean, black people, we get black people on the same page, practicing group economics and everything, and that's how you get ahead. But too many people think for self now. So you're going to have to unplug a whole generation of that, me, myself, and I mentality.
True.
You may have to unplug too.
See?
Because
it's I think our generation,
and then Generation
younger.
Z, and then down, further down.
Yeah, because we do have that crabs in the bucket.
I mean,
men.
But even the people, even our parents, though, they it's a crabs in the bucket mentality. That's it. I think it's generational.
I mean,
well, we've been taught to go against. Here's the sad part. We have been subconsciously taught to go against each other for so long that with some people, that's all they know. If it's too good to be true, they're downplaying it.
That's
if
true.
This dude makes it out of a situation, the first thing they want to do is be overcritical, talk down to it, do whatever,
or kill him,
tear down his name, kill him, talk jealous over him, different shisty stuff of that nature. And then you wonder why, while that person who is in a better life doesn't come back, doesn't want to come back, because I'm gonna catch all this hell. What's the point of me of sitting over there and reaching back if I'm a risk having my wrist cut?
Like I said, look at we just talked about him, Tupac, and I go up to date, Nipsey Hussle. All that he did for the community,
and get shot in the middle of the street in front of his own store.
By somebody that looks like you.
Most rappers get killed in their hometown.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, we forget Jam Master Jay, he got killed in his
own
studio.
Another part. Yeah, Jam Master Jay, prime example.
He got killed in his own studio. Like Ig L, he got killed
and offshot in front of his house.
I mean, like most rappers get killed. Most rappers get killed in their own hood
by their own people.
I'll leave you with this. I had a friend of mine, Jeff, put up this status on Facebook.
What's up?
The problem with today's society is there are people that are still trying to figure out what Drake meant when he said it takes a certain kind of man to teach far from the hood but understand the streets. And that is where I'll end it.
True.
Guys, I want to thank you for coming on. I definitely appreciate it. Thomas, thank you for coming on. Kory, thank you for coming on. These guys will be on again on Audio Airstrike. This has been a very fun episode, a very informational episode, and definitely we're going to have, the three of us will be back on again, as usual. So with that being said, this has been another edition. Until next time, everybody, take care. We'll see you.
All right, y'all.
You hit the Jerry Springer. Take care of yourself and each other.
Deuces.